One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. Music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to life and to everything. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. Justice in the life and conduct of the state is possible only as first it resides in the hearts and souls of the citizens. Better a little which is well done, than a great deal imperfectly. Music is the movement of sound to reach the soul for the education of its virtue. 13. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help, and what they cannot. 14. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. The punishment which the wise suffer who refuse to take part in the government, is to live under the government of worse men. Love is the joy of the good, the wonder of the wise, the amazement of the gods. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. Justice means minding one's own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. The most virtuous are those who content themselves with being virtuous without seeking to appear so. Man never legislates, but destinies and accidents, happening in all sorts of ways, legislate in all sorts of ways. Then not only an old man, but also a drunkard, becomes a second time a child. When a benefit is wrongly conferred, the author of the benefit may often be said to injure. 23. Our object in the construction of the state is the greatest happiness of the whole, and not that of any one class. To love rightly is to love what is orderly and beautiful in an educated and disciplined way. 26. Then not only custom, but also nature affirms that to do is more disgraceful than to suffer injustice, and that justice is equality. 25. To go to the world below, having a soul which is like a vessel full of injustice, is the last and worst of all the evils.